Did you know your heart's health could revolve around the vitamins you take? Arterial calcification, where calcium builds up in your arteries, is a silent but serious threat that can lead to heart disease. Interestingly, certain vitamins can stop this process, keeping your arteries flexible and your heart pumping efficiently. But which vitamins are these, and how exactly do they combat arterial plaque? From well-known defenders like vitamin D and magnesium to lesser-known heroes that might surprise you, we've got a lineup that could be the key to improving your cardiovascular health. Without further ado, let's get started. Vitamin E. To start with, vitamin E is a nutrient that's a champion antioxidant and a potential lifesaver for those with peripheral arterial disease, or PAD. PAD can seriously cramp your style by narrowing the arteries in your legs, leading to pain, difficulties in healing wounds, and decreased mobility due to plaque buildup. Now let's talk about a fascinating study called the HOPE-2 trial. This study involved patients with PAD who were supplemented with 200 IU of vitamin E daily. And what were the results? After a year, these participants showed a remarkable improvement in their physical abilities. Specifically, they increased their treadmill walking distance by an average of 5.8%. In contrast, the placebo group actually experienced a 10.5% decrease in their walking ability. That's a significant difference, highlighting vitamin E's potential impact on everyday mobility. But the benefits don't stop at enhancing walking distance. Vitamin E is believed to protect your vascular health in several critical ways. It improves endothelial vasodilation, which means it helps your blood vessels relax and widen, ensuring better blood flow. It also reduces arterial stiffness, making your arteries more flexible and responsive. Perhaps most importantly, vitamin E helps inhibit the oxidation of LDL cholesterol, a process that contributes to the atherosclerotic changes associated with PAD. By preventing oxidative damage, vitamin E helps shield the body from the progression of this artery-narrowing disease. It's worth noting that obtaining vitamin E from dietary sources is preferable, as studies suggest that vitamin E supplementation may elevate the risk of heart failure. Fortunately, numerous nuts, oils, select fish, vegetables, and fruits are abundant sources of this essential nutrient. Vitamin K2, found in your favorite fermented treats and various animal products, this nutrient, also known as menaquinone, is the unsung hero in the battle against heart disease. But how exactly does it wield its powers? It's all about directing traffic. Calcium traffic, that is. Vitamin K2 has a superpower. It activates specific proteins, notably the matrix GLA protein, which is a critical ally in preventing unwanted calcification in your blood vessels. Think of it as the body's own cleanup crew, ensuring calcium deposits are swept away from arteries and tucked safely into bones and teeth where they belong. Here's where it gets fascinating. A landmark study in Rotterdam involving nearly 5,000 adults revealed that those with a high intake of K2 were significantly shielded from severe heart issues. They saw a 52% drop in serious aortic calcification and an impressive 57% decrease in the risk of dying from heart disease over a decade. So, what's the secret behind K2's success? It's all about stopping calcium from going rogue. By activating the matrix GLA protein, vitamin K2 ensures that calcium doesn't just randomly stick to your artery walls, which can lead to blockages and heart trouble. Instead, it helps keep the calcium soluble and on a tight leash, preventing it from forming dangerous inflammatory nanocrystals within artery walls. But wait, vitamin K2 isn't working alone. It teams up with vitamin D3 to enhance each other's effects. Together, they ensure calcium is not only prevented from accumulating in your arteries, but also absorbed efficiently by your bones, simultaneously maintaining both heart and bone health. Vitamin C. Most of us know vitamin C as the go-to vitamin for boosting our immune system, but its benefits stretch even further into the heart of cardiovascular health. Starting with cholesterol, an area where vitamin C really flexes its muscles. Thanks to its strong antioxidant properties, vitamin C takes on the role of a guardian by protecting LDL cholesterol from oxidation. This is crucial because once LDL oxidizes, it builds up and forms plaque in your arteries. But with just 500 milligrams of vitamin C daily, studies show a significant drop, over 30%, in these oxidized nasties, while also bumping up the HDL, or good cholesterol, by 5 to 15%. But that's not all. Vitamin C also acts as a stabilizer for arterial plaque. Emerging research suggests that low vitamin C levels can accelerate the progression of coronary artery plaque. By shielding lipids and proteins from oxidative harm, vitamin C helps prevent the damage and inflammation that can destabilize plaque, potentially keeping atherosclerosis in check. And when it comes to lowering your risk of major cardiovascular events like strokes or heart attacks, vitamin C appears to be a key player. Large-scale studies have consistently shown that higher blood levels of vitamin C are linked with a decreased risk of stroke, coronary artery disease, and cardiovascular mortality. One such study involving 85,000 adults found that those with the highest levels of vitamin C in their plasma had a 42% lower risk of stroke. Vitamin D. Shining a light on vitamin D, also known as the sunshine vitamin, let's uncover how this essential nutrient plays a crucial role in keeping our hearts healthy. Famous for its creation through sunlight exposure, vitamin D goes beyond just giving us a sunny disposition. It's vital for heart health and battling atherosclerosis. In this condition, arteries harden and restrict blood flow. First, vitamin D helps maintain blood pressure and reduces arterial stiffness. Think of it as a natural flex agent, keeping your arteries supple and responsive. Plus, it boosts your immune system, essential for fighting off the processes that can lead to artery clogging plaque. But there's a catch. Vitamin D needs calcium to do its job effectively. Without enough calcium, your body starts borrowing it from your bones, which can weaken them over time. And here's where it gets tricky. Too much supplemental calcium, specifically more than 500 milligrams per day, can end up depositing in your arteries instead of your bones, leading to calcification where you least want it. Magnesium. Turning our focus to magnesium, the unsung hero among minerals, let's explore how this powerhouse plays a pivotal role in our overall health and in maintaining cardiovascular wellness. After calcium and potassium, magnesium is the third most abundant mineral in our bodies, critical for muscle, nerve, and heart function. But what about magnesium and our arteries? Here's where it gets interesting. Magnesium is crucial in preventing the stiffening of arteries that leads to atherosclerosis, a major heart disease culprit. So, how exactly does magnesium fight against arterial calcification? First off, magnesium is like the overseer of calcium in our body. It helps regulate where calcium goes, ensuring it doesn't accumulate where it shouldn't. Over 300 enzymes rely on magnesium to trigger their activities, particularly those that balance calcium levels. In the kidneys, magnesium competes with calcium for reabsorption, helping to prevent hypercalcemia. That's too much calcium in the blood, which, if unchecked, can lead to calcification in the arteries. Furthermore, studies highlight that low magnesium levels correlate with rapid progression of coronary artery calcification, nearly doubling the speed compared to those with adequate magnesium. It's also linked with thinner carotid artery walls, suggesting less plaque buildup and a healthier cardiovascular system. Beyond just managing calcium, magnesium is crucial for keeping blood vessels flexible and functioning correctly. It assists in controlling the contraction and relaxation of vascular smooth muscles, preventing the arteries from becoming rigid. Additionally, magnesium aids in producing prostacyclin PGI2, a vital compound that helps prevent dangerous blood clots and shields arteries from atherosclerotic lesions. Given the compelling evidence, it's clear that maintaining a sufficient magnesium intake is essential for a healthy heart. It helps slow the progression of arterial calcification and supports the overall flexibility and function of your blood vessels. Phytic acid. And finally, let's talk about phytic acid, also known as IP6. Found predominantly in seeds and nuts like sesame seeds, cashews, and almonds, phytic acid is the storage form of phosphorus in many plants. Its unique molecular structure allows it to bind tightly with minerals such as calcium, iron, and zinc. This binding ability is particularly beneficial for your arteries. It helps extract calcium from hydroxyapatite deposits that form in arterial plaque, effectively reducing calcification. Phytic acid's potential doesn't stop there. It also inhibits the formation of new hydroxyapatite crystals, which are a core component of arterial plaque. Various studies have highlighted its effectiveness. For instance, rodent research shows that phytic acid injections can reduce aortic plaque lesions by 60 to 70%. Similarly, rabbits and chickens fed diets high in phytic acid show significant reductions in fatty lesions and abnormal calcium deposits in their arteries. But how exactly does phytic acid help prevent atherosclerosis? While the exact mechanisms are still being studied, the evidence points to its ability to chelate calcium and prevent the crystallization that leads to plaque buildup. Population studies even suggest that a high dietary intake of phytate could reduce the progression of atherosclerosis by up to 65% over 2 years. And there you have it, the 6 powerhouse vitamins that help keep your arteries clear and boost your heart health. Are you getting enough of these vital vitamins, or is it time for a nutritional overhaul? Drop a comment below to share what steps you're taking to protect your heart and arteries.